Shines. Hey, listen, I'm going to show you guys a video, but I want you guys to hear this. I'm totally disagreeing with this gentleman because he's trying to describe what a successful woman should look like.
A woman doesn't need a husband to be successful because I didn't need my husband. I was already successful and up before I had him. You don't need a husband to be successful, not at all.
What does successful look like?
Happy in your own skin, happy with the person that you are, in love with the person that you are, that you don't have to look for a man to love you because you already love yourself. And that's what I mean by successful female. Because success can look in any other way.
Want to have children with kids?
Yes, you can be successful with kids. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So how can you be in this, what you just painted out to be successful without being married, and you have a child in this scenario? Without
The child has nothing to do with that scenario.
children has everything to do with that scenario. Because when you said a woman can be successful and not get married, when you add a child to that, she is no longer successful. She is now a single mother. And being a single mother is not success. Single motherhood is failure. A child, a family, comprises of a man and a woman, not a woman.
A woman doesn't need a husband.
Since the Queen's death, my modeling video has gone
Hold
viral.
A
on.
woman doesn't need a husband to be.
Since
My output on that one is he is totally wrong. Now, if he's saying that a man's sperm and a woman's egg is needed to make a child, then I agree with that. I totally agree with that because we all know that's how you make a human. Now, my next step is if he's coming out to say that that is the normalization of a family, a man and a woman and a child, when a child comes into the equation, then that's how it's supposed to be. In 2022, that's not how it is. Does being a single mom make you a failure? No, it does not make you a failure. He needs to address that question, that answer, a lot better than what he did because now he's looking like a sucker. What happens to those parents who are deceased, who passed away? Nobody wants to die and leave their children, and the parent becomes single. Does that make the mother a failure or the father a failure? Because you just can't dictate one parent is a failure because the other one is absent. Sometimes people have children and they are not ready for children, and God finds ways to remove them out of your life, which is for the better. And guess what? That doesn't make you a bad parent because that parent left. You can't control somebody because you're married to them. Shit, those are the biggest cheaters. So when it comes down to saying, oh, I think that you're a failure because you're a single parent, that's not right and that's not fair. That's something that somebody should not be preaching and practicing. That is not cool. If someone decides that they're not going to be in a relationship with somebody and a child is involved in the equation and they are left to be a single parent, that does not make them a failure. Trust me, it don't. Sometimes it just may take a little longer to get to your goals and achieve your dreams. So don't give up on yourself because you hear people like this talk. Don't give up on yourself because people like this don't have life experience. Maybe he's a one woman man, and he knows the sacrifice and dedication to be in a relationship, and that's what he wants. Everybody's not ready for that. And you can't just dictate people and down them because things didn't work out. Sometimes you're better off out of a relationship than staying in a relationship. That's what they got co-parenting for. And in today's society, a household does not consist of just a husband and a wife. So he's being there for others that's going to come for him, stereotype. Because you can't say a husband and a wife makes the perfect relationship, they make a baby, but you can't say that they make a perfect relationship. It's people make their own relationships. And you can't dictate and you can't calculate on how somebody's relationship is going to be a failure because they're single. Again, what happened to people who pass away? What happened to people who have to be called away for duty and they have to leave their families behind? What happens to the people who don't even know they have children and the parents have the kids? What happened to them one night stands who have those kids and them kids turn around and they raised without a daddy, never knowing who the daddy is? They never know. What happened to those kids who have daddies and the communities and the father's not even taking care of them and the mother's co-signing on it? The women that you praising that shouldn't be single mothers are probably ones with fathers, with men in their life and don't want their kids to be strapped down. You gotta think, what happened to the ones who had the kids and they're by themselves and they left alone to do the job by themselves? That's gonna make a person a failure. Like, come on, my dude. Come on, then you're gonna dictate women, single mothers. Is that because you're speaking to a single mom? But what happens when you have a single dad? Like, come on, my dude. Like, really? That's not how we do. It's always, 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 always our nationality. And I'll say this again: blacks bringing blacks down and keeping them down with these comments, with these accusations, with these myths, with these praises, with these beliefs. Let it go. Like, come on, 2022. Just say you come in. A lot of people are raised off of single parents. Like, shit, I was fucking married for 17 years and I was still a single parent. So when it comes to certain things, I can't give you kudos up to that, and I can't give you right. No, you wrong. Today's society, you gotta do what's best for you. You gotta take care of your kids the best way you can and make things happen. Shit, sometimes we make it single moms, we make it happen better than when you is with somebody. Sometimes you gotta cut the slack off in order to move along, and that's how it be sometimes. So I disagree with the gentleman. Not sure who he is. I'm not sure if he understood what he's saying, but it doesn't make any sense. You have to be in the man and the wife situation. Child, please. Anyway, have a great day. I just wanted to share that thought with you guys. People are a hot mess.